Welcome to Tower Talks by Eye On. I'm your host, Dr. Ty Richardson, and my beautiful co-host, Kelly DesRoches, and we are excited to bring you a new episode of Tower Talks.
This July, we're celebrating freedom, civic duty, and those building equity through leadership in law. With that being said, I would like to introduce Brenda Forman, Broward County Clerk, and Justin Nepola with People's Title.
Our guests today are redefining justice, service, and what it means to lead with integrity first. We're joined by Clerk Forman, whose public service keeps Broward running. And then we have our legal entrepreneur, Justin Nepola, whose firm is shaping the future of business and real estate law. Kelly?
As county clerk, you oversee vital systems most residents never even see. How do you bring transparency and trust into that work?
That is my daily job, bringing transparency. Transparency, if I don't have that, then I can't get the people's trust. So everything that we do has to be transparent to the public. If you're an attorney and you're not attorney to fact of a record, you cannot get a hold to that record. Juvenile records, you can't get a hold to juvenile records, period. But all other records, that if you want to get a hold to and you want to see, you want to know information about this case or information about that case, or you just happen to know somebody got arrested. So everything is on my website. You're able to get a hold of all that information with no issue, no problem, as long as you have the correct spelling, birth date, or a case number. That transparency is there.
Now, Ms. Forman.
Yes.
You are Miss Community. I mean, I see you everywhere. You are everywhere in everything.
Yeah.
People know who Ms. Forman is.
Yeah.
Tell me the role that community engagement, community involvement plays in your public service life.
It doesn't. Because my job is ultimately to take your money, pay fees, fines, court costs. But I love being in the community because I want people to know that I am transparent. I want you to see who I am, especially when it comes to children. I get involved in a lot of other communities, organizations when it comes to kids, teenagers, young kids, because if we, the elected officials, don't get involved to help them, who will? So I personally choose to stay in the community, to get involved, to let them know, hey, I'm here. I will support however I can. And this is from a different side of just being the clerk of the court.
I just want to say how wonderful it is that Ms. Forman is always involved in the community, because a lot of the elected officials, you see them everywhere when they're campaigning, and then the minute they've won that election, they disappear. And it's so vital to have elected officials who are always part of the community, become your neighbors, your friends, your connection, so that if there is an issue, you see them and you can reach out to them and they help. And it really is a wonderful thing that you do that.
Yes.
You're building
Thank you.
relationships.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I've seen you at all of the charity events, and you know I go everywhere.
Yes.
So I've seen you at like the Ann Stork Center.
Yes.
We do a lot of things together. So it's really great to see you in the community.
Absolutely.
as much
When
as
it comes to handy,
Yeah, Handy and Homes.
homes, Flight Center, ChildNet, Children's Harbor.
Keep going.
They're doing that. His name is not profit.
Because I was like, I'm trying those two.
So, Tower Club.
Yeah. Right. And I feel like the Tower Club does a good job of trying to like do open houses for like different organizations in the
Yes.
community. So we
Absolutely.
can connect the members who maybe just moved here 6 months ago. Maybe they don't know about Ann Stork Center
That's
or
true.
any of these things that we're involved in. So it's a great thing that we have Tower Club to help connect the community.
Absolutely.
What advice do you have for younger generations, especially women of color looking to enter public office?
Number one, and if I'm off script, let me know. I'm a Christian and I pray my way through everything. If you're looking to become an elected official or to get into politics, be true to who you are. Stay out of the politics itself. If you're going to do something for the community, if you're going to do something for all those who are going to vote for you, make sure what you tell them, you stick with it. Don't change, don't move, just stay with it. And always stay humble in everything that you do. And make sure that the direction that you're going to go to be a politician, that you keep that smile on your face and let people know, hey, I'm here to help you.
Powerful. Yeah. No, that's something you practice, and I see it. I see it over and over. Now, the thing with you, Ms. Forman, is that you are not just a member of the Tower Club. You sit on the board
Yes, I do.
of governance.
Yes,
of the
I
Tower
do.
Club. So tell me, as somebody who has multiple roles in the club, what's your favorite part? Like, how do you enjoy the club membership the most?
The club membership is walking through those doors, seeing people that I've never seen before, engaging with them, talking with them. There was a couple of times I pulled somebody off the streets and say, "Come with me." They said, "Where we going?" I said, "I want you to come as my guest to the Tower Club." And they was kind of like, "Really? You want me to go with you?" I said, "Sure, come be my guest." So I brought them up so they can see what the Tower Club gives them, the benefits of what you can get when you become a member. And once you become a member, you can utilize anything and everything this Tower Club has to offer, from the food to the beverages, to just getting to know other people that come in and they want to be able to, just hang around and just do some exciting things. And you have different events that goes on, and you have one event that goes on with Dr. Williams, and she likes to play games and whatever the case may be. So just being a member of the Tower Club just give me the excitement to know that I can bring others into an area that they would have never thought that they would get into.
Right. And you never know who you're going to meet there.
You never know.
I got an FBI agent that's a member. I got Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan. The list goes on and on. It's just like you really never know. And it's so many interesting types of people in different industries. So
I just want to clarify, you don't mean off the street.
Well, not off the street.
All right. Because we do have a dress code.
Well, yes, but he didn't just come off the street. They were actually dressed.
Yeah, okay,
And they
good.
was getting ready to go to another restaurant. And I invited them to come with me.
Okay.
So,
Good point of clarification. Now we have Justin here. Kelly, what do you have for Justin?
Okay, so number one, your firm bridges law and entrepreneurship. How do you support clients building businesses in today's legal climate?
As a real estate attorney, my job is to basically bring all the parts of the transaction together. And I love doing that, not just for a living, but it's a passion of mine. I love to help people. And if I can connect one person with another and bring them together, and it's a win-win for all parties. So that's how I do that, not just as an attorney, but just as a general citizen.
Yes. And how long have you been with People's Title for?
People's Title I've owned for about 3 years now.
Okay,
But
3
I've
years.
been an attorney much, much, much longer.
Yes. And I'm using you for my closing of my beach house, so I can't wait till that goes through.
That's right. I
I
can't wait for the barbecue.
I know, right?
Now, Justin, you're so much more than the law firm and People's Title. You're really you've doubled down on what it means to be community in this area. So tell us a little bit about this newsletter. Tell us a little bit about your foothold on everything that's happening in Fort Lauderdale.
Sure. So, full disclosure, I did steal the idea of a newsletter from a friend. He had been doing it for years, and he was very involved in community activities, both nonprofit and networking events. And I was like, this is a good idea. I asked him, do you mind if I emulate it? He was like, absolutely, I'd be honored. He, I think, has stepped away from doing it since, but I've continued it. And it's just something where it allows me to kind of be a focal point where people go, what's going on in the community? Justin's going to know. It also allows me to promote events and organizations like the Tower Club that are a passion of mine. I can promote Rebuilding Together Broward, Habitat for Humanity, Flight Center. I'm going to get in trouble if I keep naming. if I miss a few, Hands on Broward. There's a million of organizations that are a passion of mine that I want to be able to promote. And if I can do that with my network, it's all the better.
One of the things that, as somebody who's on the board of the chamber and we're constantly facing, is our event going to conflict with another event? Having that sense of a master calendar, having that sense of a calendar that has everything on it is something that so many people value. It's something that a lot of people are trying to put their hands on, and there's some organizations trying to do it. And I feel like if you can get this calendar right, you might be the point everyone comes to figure out what's happening in Fort Lauderdale.
Well, I appreciate that. I hope you're right. I try. I do put a lot of work into it. So whenever people unsubscribe, I take it very personally.
Don't unsubscribe.
Yeah, please don't unsubscribe. Even if you delete it immediately, just don't unsubscribe. But yes, there are so many wonderful events going on in South Florida all the time that you can never do everything, but at least if you can go someplace and go, all right, it's Tuesday the 5th, where do I want to go? And you'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
So that's the idea.
I need to subscribe. Am I
Yes, you do.
subscribed? I don't-
If you're not,
You'll know if you're getting it. It comes out every Monday. Oh, Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Sunday night. A Sunday night. I see it on Monday. It comes out Sunday night.
yes, most normal people aren't checking their email Sunday nights.
Justin, going back to you, you've cultivated a strong network. How do places like the Tower Club play a role in building meaningful connections for you?
The Tower Club has just really been one of the best places for me to make connections. I will go anywhere, do anything to meet people, but here at the Tower Club, I tend to meet some of the best people. Like you said, you've got people from every organization, and I think I was like most people. I came here originally just for business. I wanted to meet like-minded business people, but from that, the business becomes friends, the friends become family, and you end up just building true bonds with people. You just get a great caliber of people at the Tower Club, and that's why I love it here.
And it's great to like build relationships, and within that, business is done. I see it all the time in the club, so that's good.
Yeah.
Another one is, what's one legal misconception you wish more people understood?
The main one in real estate is you're probably not always going to end up happy. Florida real estate law, particularly landlord-tenant work, is very landlord-friendly, and tenants don't always love that. So I do have to give more bad news than I like sometimes. The real estate transactional side, the closings, 9 times out of 10, everybody's going to be happy at the end of the day. But with some other areas of real estate, you will get some unhappy people.
So you're saying a myth is that you always have to be unhappy, but you break that myth.
I do my best. I try to make people happy.
Yeah.
That's my goal. But unfortunately, sometimes you do have to deliver bad news.
Yeah.
One of the things that the club does exceptionally well is feature events. You know, Rowan puts on a great calendar, and one of those items on the calendar is our Lawyers and Friends that we do here. And I know, Ms. Forman, that's your project with David Strauss.
Yes.
And I know, Justin, you've been to it. Tell us a little bit about your experience with Lawyers and Friends here at the club, and what a new member or somebody interested might be interested in learning about it.
When David first approached me, maybe 3 years ago, to co-chair with him with Lawyers and Friends, I said, do I have to be a lawyer? He said, no, you don't have to be a lawyer, but I know you know people and you know how to reach them. And we need great speakers to come and talk to our lawyers, our friends, and our community. So I accepted and said, okay. So when we started, I find someone, he finds someone, and we'll collaborate on whether that person is a good person to speak this time or the other. And we have had a lot of good speakers over these last 2 to 3 years, and I just love it, being able to reach out to some of the judges, some of the lawyers. We're, trying to get the sheriff. We even had the chief of police from Fort Lauderdale here. So we work together graciously. I mean, if he doesn't have somewhere, he'll send me a text message and say, did you find anyone? I said, well, yes, I did, but I was just waiting on you. But I love, being a part of Lawyers and Friends, and a lot of people that does come out, they give a lot of good feedback on the people that have spoken, and a lot of things that the speakers speak about, they know nothing about, like, oh my God, I didn't know that. So being, a collaborator with David Strauss, he loves to tell a lot of jokes, I love it, and it brings a lot of people in, and this is just something that even when we have other lawyers to come and they look and see as if to say, did I really know that? Did I not know that? And Lisa Carol Phillips is our new chief judge, and she was our speaker last week, and she brought it from the top to all the way to the bottom on what every judge does in the legal system. And there were some things I knew she left out, but she hit on most of the things that a lot of people in the community would need to know, and what we do behind the scene with the 17th Circuit.
Lawyers and Friends is an amazing program here at the Tower Club. It's probably one of the longest running, I would imagine. It's been going on for a long time. And it's just such a great opportunity to be in an intimate lunch with judges, elected officials, attorneys, and you get to really connect with them and meet them, get the one-on-one FaceTime that you may not get otherwise. So it's always an outstanding experience. And they've let me speak, so it's not perfect.
Brenda, Justin, thank you so much for being here and speaking with us today at Tower Talks.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little hungry, and we know that because we're in the month of July, it's all about, you know, the festivities of what happens on that grill. So now we're gonna turn to Roman Foster, our Member Experience Director, and see what's cooking and what's shaking in that shaker. Roman?
Moving into July, we are talking the hot month of summer. So we're gonna be talking Independence Day, red, white, and blue, summer travel, barbecues. Barbecues mean meats. And I have Executive Chef Danny Mankey here in the house with one of his signature selects.
So today we have before us a beautiful fillet of beef with a red wine demi-glace, asparagus, and some crispy Parmesan potatoes. Then top that with a nice rosemary and garlic butter.
It's simple, it's traditional, it looks amazing. Again, as far as meats go, like what are your go-tos? I mean, obviously a filet, especially with country clubs, with city clubs, it's traditional. You have a little twist, I think, with the way that you've done your potatoes. But if you could maybe just go into what are some of your other meat dishes that you have showcased in the past and plan to do here at the club?
Well, going into summertime in July and the 4th of July, we're all thinking about Independence Day. What do you do on Independence Day? But you barbecue. So I want to get into some, you know, so we'll do some smoking of briskets and some, you know, some smoked chicken dishes and sort of play with the whole barbecue theme going into this month. It's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Where do you fall on all these barbecue battles? Carolina barbecue sauce, you've got NOLA version.
Well,
what's your go-to?
Being that I am from the low country of coastal Georgia, right on the border with South Carolina, I do love me Carolina barbecue sauce. However, my favorite style of barbecue would be Texas barbecue because I really, really thoroughly enjoy beef barbecue, and they're not so much on the sauce. Their philosophy is that, you know, if the barbecue's not good, all the sauce in the world won't help. And I subscribe to that same school of thought.
Understood. Well, we look forward to trying not only your filet, but several of your meat dishes here this summer.
Absolutely.
All right, so now that we have heard from Chef Danny on what's cooking this July, I am here with our General Manager, Guy, to talk about what they're shaking up in the bar.
All right, so as you all know, July is the month of our independence, and why not go all American on our drink of the month? Some people may argue that, you know, a bourbon or a whiskey drink is more of a winter cocktail, but, you know, we decided to go with a rye whiskey old-fashioned, and that's what we have here. And it's looking really refreshing, so I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. I'd love to give it a try. I know that an old-fashioned was basically, I think, from the 1800s. It's widely, I guess, considered the original cocktail. So why not have it for the month of independence?
Absolutely.
Let's give it a try. Smooth. You know,
Yes.
nice on the palate. It hits the spot. Happy
And it should
July.
be very cold. Yes. Happy 4th of July.
Speaking of July and upcoming events, I did want to throw out a couple of things that we are going to be showcasing for members, one of which is Taste of the Tropics. We're going to be having a Caribbean dinner on Wednesday, July 23rd, starting at 6 p.m. We're going to have salsa dancing lessons. We are bringing the Caribbean to the penthouse. So looking forward to that. Another thing that happens in July is travel. A lot of our members will be traveling to states and cities all across the country. So here at the Tower Club, when you join the club, you get access not only to our club, but to all of the clubs within the Invited network. So our umbrella club is called Invited. We have a little over 200 properties. We have what we call city clubs like us. We have stadium clubs that are attached to stadiums all over the US. And we also have country clubs, yacht clubs, and wellness centers. My favorite happens to be, not with too much bias, the City Club. And I encourage all of our members when they're traveling this summer to visit some of our other properties. We have 20 city clubs across the US. They are in Los Angeles, Washington. We have them in Atlanta, Dallas. So check those out. You can go play pickleball up in the sky in Tower Dallas. You can travel to DC for World Pride. You can hit up the West Coast, have dinner at the beautiful LA Club above the Hollywood sign. But make the most of your membership this summer. If you don't know where they are, please follow us at City Club Collection on Instagram. Again, that's at City Club Collection. Get out there and enjoy your membership this summer.
If I may add, you know, Roman is well regarded in the company. He's one of the best membership experience directors, and you have him right here in our own town. So come and enjoy his programming. I guarantee you're not going to be disappointed.
Thank you, Key.
My pleasure.